Caroline, always dealing with that Fort Worth swine. Fort Worth swine. She needs a golden calculator to divide all the swine and realize that tyranny lives in Fort Worth. Oh, like you like to think yo don't stink, but take a whiff of your partner's Glock. I bet it really smells like his doo doo doo. Bet your partner's Glock smells like doo doo doo. Yeah. Know you like to think yo don't stink, but look a little bit closer. Bet your partner's Glock smells like doo doo doo. Bet your partner's Glock smells like doo doo doo. All right, what's up, everybody? All 31 of you, how are you? Yep, you'll never believe this. This video, first of all, let me speed it up because I can't watch anything at regular speed anymore. It's too slow. I think I got ADD or something. Anyway, this video is from a channel, a new channel. I don't even think they have 100 subs yet, so Squad Car Confidential. Squad Car Confidential. Who sent this to me? Nimrod? Nimrod, I think. Nimrod. Bro. He sent me this. Plus, the gentleman, Nimrod, also sent me a brand new gimbal. I can't thank you enough, dude. Anyway, let's see who's here, and then we'll get on with this. The thing you will not believe. Random Culture, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Random Culture. Spelling error in my title? Really? You will no believe this. You will no believe this. Gosh darn it. You will no believe this. Yeah, and you will no believe this. You will no believe this. Man, that sucks. Thanks. Can't change it right now. Mr. Denicola, Mr. John Denicola, coming straight out of Union City, New Jersey. What's up? Peter Griffin. What's up? Sylvia, Latin Indian. I almost said Latinita again. Zion Chiles, what's up? Ford Silver, what's up? You see Ford Silver, you see the Clearwater City Council taking a vacation to Japan on a taxpayer's dollar. Isn't that nice? William, happy Friday. And Andy did cot. Okay. Just making sure that wasn't one of those words I can't say disguised as somebody's name. Christmas Tavares, what's up if that's your real name? Feliz Navidad. Tavares. Navidad Tavares. Nation in Distress, May 30th. Noi. Noi. William. Michael Reed, what's up? I miss anybody? Joseph Hamrick. Jeff. Hates pigs. Yes. Letty Frazier, what's up? Douglas Cottrell, what's up? What's up? What's up? Cajun Randy, what's up? Duper Trooper. Okay, I can't get everybody. Scrubzilla, what's up? Seven Cities Kid. Jesus is God. The one. True. That's what I've heard that. This is annoying. Yeah, man, we're gonna make fun of my spelling mistake this whole time. Liberty Troll, what's up, Big Pimp? I still have videos I have to publish when Liberty Troll and I went out. Brandon Mitchell, what's up? You were in the live stream. I did a live stream with Caroline earlier. If you want to go watch it. Let's see what else we got. That's it. Did I miss anybody? Nathan? Jesus, yeah, D News, what's up? Cute Bag, Cute Bug, what's up? Hobby Dabber. I know what you're doing. Rowdy Patriot, what's up? I go to court again Monday for another plea. Trial setting date. Though the trials already want me to plea out bad. Okay, I read that horribly, so you can read it. What else we got? AMC, Marcel Garcia, what's up? Fitzcam, what's up? By the way, the person that won this optic in the ring, Tony, I haven't forgot you, dude. I will get them mailed out. I just been busy. Rami, okay, what's up? All right, so here we go. Let me tell you. Let me show you. Let's look at this. Let's be reasonable here. These two gentlemen right here, they look like they're in their early 20s, honestly. If you can't see my cursor, can you see my cursor? Yeah, so this guy, this young man, has bigger boobs than me and he's fatter than me. And this guy's about as fat as I am. Okay. And I was watching, and it looks like that kind of looks like a little pig right there. I don't know if that's intentional, but I don't know how far I got into this video before I couldn't believe, hi Angel, I couldn't believe what I was watching and what you're not going to believe. And it took me a good 10 minutes into this video to realize these two guys, what am I going to say right now? These two guys are, and then you tell me in the comments what they are as soon as you realize it.
What's up?
How dare you try to eat my finger?
Don't do.
By the way, every time they say something stupid, I'm pausing the video. If you don't like it, go to their channel, Squad Car Confidential, and watch it yourself. Leave them a nice comment like a lot of people have already.
You want me to tell them what finger you put in my face? Do you want me to say what finger you put in my face? It was his pinky finger, okay?
Another thing I didn't realize when I first watched this is how they're literally sitting next to each other. I thought maybe they were in different houses, but you see his arm crosses over here. That's funny.
Anyways, what's up?
What's happening?
Listen, if you guys watched the last
So bootlickers people are guessing so far.
YouTube video, yes, we're in the same clothes.
Mind your business.
I didn't shower for a
one
whole
night
week.
stand. What? I'm kidding. Shameless advertising on these smoking hot shades. Frontline optics, baby.
Yeah, ANSI certified.
What? Bulletproof.
Protect your face. Listen, we had this conversation there. God, somebody's gonna get.
No, look, bro. They protect your
God.
eyes from the sun and harmful rays
and shrapnel.
They are half the price of other leading competitors.
I mean, not.
They're half the price of Oakley's. I can tell you that right now.
And if you use Squad Car 15,
dude, they got less than. So they say we do all this for clicks and views. They're going to talk about auditors, by the way, police audit breakdown. So they're talking about clicks and views. So what did they start a channel for? And why, with not even 100 subs, are they advertising sunglasses, right? And secondly, my shades, which are not for sale, you can get them on Temu or Wish, if Wish is still around. They were 97 cents. And they take the best pictures when there's picture opportunities. There's a picture of me in the Tampa Bay Times wearing this and holding a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. I know it's an old meme, but whatever. It's still relevant.
They're even cheaper than those.
You get 15% off.
Dun dun.
Instead of $6, your order goes down to, I don't know, someone do some math, like 45. You heard me? That's not right.
So most people are guessing that I think these two guys are bootlickers.
Sorry, I didn't do good math.
So big shout out to Frontline Optics.
What? Yeah.
No, bro, I actually have a pair of glasses. You thought I was photo editing these into the pictures? That's so funny. Yeah, they do look that good. They're cheap as hell. They're not comfortable. They hurt, and there's blind spots. But other than that, dude, these are sweet.
Check that out. All right, guys.
I need to use those more. But
today we're going to talk about First Amendment auditors.
Okay, so most people said bootlickers, and some people said the right answer. These two guys are cops. It was like 10 minutes into the video before I even realized that these two guys are cops. Just wait till you hear what they have to say.
Now, with these, brother, you got to be careful because these guys are really trying to aggravate you. Josh, explain what.
That's the first lie already. We're really trying to aggravate you. No, we're trying to record in public without being bothered, harassed, bossed around, or threatened, because we have a First Amendment right to do so, and you swore to protect that right. So not even one sentence in, you're saying stupidity.
The First Amendment auditor.
So these cats go around with their cameras, cell phones, and they purposely go into places and record. And
so far these people go around with their cell phones and cameras and purposely record. So what he's saying is they purposely go around exercising their First Amendment right. That's what he's led with so far.
They're rude people.
Every single one of us is rude. First of all, most of the rude auditors died off. Okay, even I've become more of a softie. So that's BS. That's like saying all cops touch children. Okay, so there's a broad sweeping allegation.
And they do it to elicit a reaction out, and they just their phones, and they purposely go into places and record, and they're rude people.
Very.
And they do it to elicit a reaction out.
They do it to elicit a reaction. Actually, we do it so that your little butthurt feelings and all these perceptions in your mind and all these falsehoods in your mind about privacy and public are destroyed, and then we could educate imbeciles. The thing is, we go and exercise our First Amendment right, and then imbeciles, which you two are demonstrating to be already, come up to us and start barking orders or saying stuff to us. That's the overwhelming majority of how it goes down. The days of people just running up to cops and start going off, those are over. Unless the cops initiates first. You can't control yourself to let us sit there and exercise our right to speech and exercise our rights to assemble, to press. I tell you what, if you had to vote on which amendment the cops hate worse, the first or the fourth, I think it's a coin flip.
Out of law enforcement or anybody really.
Try to get in. So we're trying to elicit a response. Who's forcing you to respond? Who's forcing you to say anything to anybody? Who's forcing you not to mind your own business?
And they try to make the police officers, quote unquote, violate their First Amendment.
They try to get their rights violated. Do you understand how stupid you sound? They try to get their rights violated. Again, this is the narrative being passed around the police, because they're never going to say, maybe these guys are pissed because of over policing, over aggressiveness, unions, qualified immunity, on and on and on. All the benefits, all the things cops are allowed to do that makes them sovereign from the rest of us. Okay.
Rights by making them leave certain buildings. They're known for going into like courthouses and
public place.
It's causing, being rambunctious, causing a disturb.
And being rambunctious. What is that? Why don't you elaborate on that, dude? The truth is, we go in, we record, and then stupid, ignorant Americans who have no clue what their rights are as an American start stuff with us because I don't want to be recorded. Meanwhile, 50 other cameras are recording them from the people who have the power to ruin their lives, but they have no problem with that.
Disturbance.
Just being aggravating, in your face, like
tool bags.
They're
in your face. That's enough. Every time they say in your face or puts a camera in your face or shoves a camera in your face, they're bold-faced lying. Show me videos. I mean, you might find a handful, but there's over 10,000 auditing videos now. Show me all these videos where a camera is shoved into somebody's face versus you walking up and putting your face into the camera like an imbecile. Every person that says stop recording always closes a distance and gets closer to the camera that they don't want to be on. Again, they live in an upside down world. This is the narrative going around in the police departments.
They're ultimately they're trying to get a response from you, and
don't respond, dummy. Don't respond? Why can't you control yourself? Why can't ignorant Americans control themselves? Because they're ignorant. Because if they knew their rights, there is a few here and there. You see them, they're starting to come out of the woodwork where they say, leave him alone. He's just exercising his rights. But that's few and far between. And we need a lot more to change the narrative and the propaganda nonsense that these guys are pushing, that we're all rude. We're there to cause a reaction. We're there to do X, Y, Z. No, bro. We don't want you to respond. Government buildings should be as boring as they are without a camera. They should be just as boring with the camera. Try to rub between the two of you, put your heads together, rub them like that, take your glasses off, because I don't think they don't have conductivity, so you two can share your one brain cell each, and see if you can understand reality versus your training and your upside down perception of the world in this country.
It's the most infuriating.
And a lot of these guys, they follow a script, so they don't really know what they're talking about.
Wait, script like, let me see some ID. Where are you going from? Where are you coming from? Do you have any guns, knives, bombs? Do you have anything that's going to poke me, prod me, stick me? Have you been drinking tonight? I smell marijuana. Yeah, we're following a script, right? And some auditors do follow a script, but that's not the good ones. I freestyle, baby. I ad-lib. I do it live. I'll do it live. F it.
No.
And they read bullet point.
As if, and then to say, again, these guys are cops, if you can believe that. These two sacks of potatoes are cops. I'm in better shape than the guy on the left, that's for sure.
On some stupid website that they have,
So here these guys are posting, advertising, song. Everything they're saying is hypocritical. They're projecting what they do onto us. And everything they say can be flipped to police, except we don't have the training, we don't have the funding, we don't have the monopoly on violence, we don't have qualified immunity. We're actually taking a risk while you guys are not taking any risks because you're sovereign from the rest of us. Let's be honest of what reality is.
And is a lot of it right? It depends. But a lot of them will just try to get under your skin, and more often than not,
don't engage, and there will be no skin to get under. Don't engage.
It works.
Yep.
Because they're loud, they're obnoxious,
and a lot of
are cops loud and obnoxious? There we go.
Sorry,
they don't do what you ask them to do. Which is,
do cops follow the law, their own policy, or anything that they swore an oath to do? No.
Because a lot of times they ask you to leave, and they don't leave.
We don't have to leave unless certain legal criteria is met, which no cop seems to understand. They treat it all as if it's private property. Again, sorry I'm pausing it, but every time they say something stupid, I'm going to pause it.
And a lot of times they do interject themselves into investigations. And
so here we go with their major investigations, their traffic stop. Okay. We pay for the traffic stop. We pay for the weapons. We pay for the cars. We pay for the gas. We pay for the repairs. We pay for the maintenance. We pay for the tires. We pay for your uniforms. We pay your salary. We pay your taxes. But we're not allowed to watch what you do for some reason. Think about what you're saying, dude. This is why I say no one should be a cop until they're at least 30. Now I'm thinking of upping the age to 35 because the learning curve is pretty special with these two.
And just things they really should just be minding their own business.
I think a lot of it too is when like the lack
of minding our own business. Again, we pay for everything that's happening right there, but somehow it's not our business. It's none of your business what all your tax money that's taken under threat is being used for. That's what they just said.
A police action for it as they start spouting off all this legal mumbo jumbo.
Legal mumbo jumbo. Can you please articulate? No, he's not going to articulate.
Nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with anything. He's doing what Canadian fat troll sack of potatoes is doing and just says flippant statements like that without clarifying or articulating anything.
U.S. Penal Code, blah, 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 blah.
These guys actually read the laws. Can you believe that? We're cops and we don't read the law. Why are they reading the law?
And their cops are afraid to take action.
Why would a cop be afraid if he's knowledgeable in his job and knows the actual law and knows what he can do and cannot do? Why would he be afraid? Oh, it's because they don't. And auditors know more about law than police. That's sad.
And they're legally allowed to do so.
I'll show you a penal code.
Yeah.
And there's your little threat. I'll show you a penal code. I'll find something to put you in on. Obstruction, resisting, disorderly, the other loitering. The other blanket charges they can use to do whatever they want. Look at that smirk right there. That looks like he's next to a jail cell with Jared from Subway. You know what tuna sub spelled backwards is? Think about it.
And I think they're afraid they're going to get caught up in something that they don't want to get caught up in. And
is that like when they said a government afraid of the people is freedom? A people afraid of the government is tyranny. Is that what you're trying to say?
And they don't take appropriate action. They let them sit there on scenes, and they let them cuss them out, which I'll be daggum. Someone's gonna cuss me out.
I'll be daggum if someone uses their free speech on my scene. This is a donut operator Hall of Famer all day. Talk about running a script right here.
On scene,
brother.
If you're in, I don't want to get off on tangent here. I feel myself going that way.
He's about to.
But if I'm working a scene and you come up with a camera in my face.
In my face, another lie. You come up with a camera in my face. Show me where that's happened. Show me where someone sticks a camera in somebody's face. As a matter of fact, the cops come and get in your face and they do this with their hand. Like, you're a total liar, bro. The academies taught you well.
I promise you, if you don't move when I tell you to move.
If you don't move when I tell you to move, even if you're lawfully allowed to be where you're at, I'm going to commit a crime against you. These guys are, wait till you see how many crimes they're willing to commit and they admit it.
You're going to go in handcuffs and I'm pushing back a car and you were going to jail. I think
I have power. So no one's going to use their rights that I swore to protect against me.
One thing that these auditors don't understand is that, yeah, you have the right to film.
Wait till you hear this.
Okay, if you want to film, I am now going to treat you as media.
I'm going to treat you as media. Every citizen in this country has a right to be media. It doesn't change when you decide now I'm going to deem you media. And these stupid people in mainstream media have allowed the police to control them, and they've used the police narrative because they're scared little wussies. What we are is literally truthful journalists who actually journalize what happens in the field. We don't take the police narrative. I'm going to treat you as media, and watch.
I'm going to tell you where you can stand.
I'm going to tell you where you can stand because you don't have a right to be media anywhere that's public, right?
Because I have the right to.
Now he has the right. He doesn't have duties. Now he has the right to treat you as media and forcefully and under threat move you from somewhere you're already allowed to be in public. Because they set up a media staging area. Now they think that if you're media, you're forced inside that box. Dude, this guy is so damn ignorant. It's unbelievable.
To make a media outlet area, like media has to listen and they have to go to a certain spot. Like if we have a scene.
No, they don't. They got to be outside the crime scene. They do that because they're garbage fake news that doesn't care.
Media has to go somewhere. Also, we can make a police cordon, which means what?
You know.
Yeah, it looks like you made some police cordon bleu. Now he's saying basically they can cordon off an area. Yeah, to preserve evidence and stuff. So if there's a crash and there's material everywhere, sure. But you can't just arbitrarily do it like most cops do in auditor videos. This is the part they leave out.
What Louisiana just passed.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
All right.
Louisiana just passed the 25-foot rule, which is unconstitutional, but we love it.
We can make a police cordon, which is I can designate an area without the crime scene tape. I can say everybody cannot pass a certain area, and that becomes the area that we are working in. And
it's got to be reasonable to preserve the crime scene. It doesn't become because your butt hurt because someone shoved the camera in your face from 50 feet away, you moron. And someone used their free speech against you that you swore to protect. I wish these guys understood how stupid they're making them, how stupid they sound and how ignorant they are.
I heard that Louisiana just passed this law. It's where officers get 25 feet. You cannot come within 25 feet of an officer while they're doing an investigation.
Yep.
So, I mean,
a traffic stop's not an investigation. And then that's another thing. Everything's an investigation. A traffic stop, if you want to talk truthfully, is an extortion attempt. Speeding hasn't gone down. Safety, they haven't made any provable statistics in highway safety. They have nothing to go on except because we said so.
So we have to be protected, right? We can't have people walking up to us shoving cameras.
Because our bulletproof vests, our guns, our tasers, our batons, our handcuffs, our Chinese stars, our mace, whatever we have on us isn't enough. And I can understand a reasonable distance, but when you start making up arbitrary numbers, each situation is different. You got to use judgment. The cops got to use judgment, and you got to meet in the middle. If you're a cop and you're just like, go, of course you're going to get the, don't tell me what to do. Now, if you say, hey, man, can you give us a few more feet and act like a professional that gets paid by the taxpayer, and an auditor doesn't do that, I'll blame the auditor there. But when you start barking orders and you think you have control of everything, when you don't, the only reason you have any control at all is because we let you. That's another thing cops don't understand. If we wanted to, you guys would run and hide and lock up your house and put all your blue line flags away if we really wanted to do something. That's the thing. Another thing cops don't understand. They're only outnumbered 1,000,000 to 1.
In our face, shoving other stuff when they don't belong on the scene that we're on. Right? You're welcome to do it. And I tell people this all the time. I tell them, you're welcome to do that, but you need to do it from this location. Right? I also like to add in there that if your phone happens to collect anything that could be potentially.
Here we go, dude. This jelly roll piece of ass right here. Here, listen to this.
Used as evidence. We may need to collect that and put that on the books.
We may need to collect that. That's the term he's using for steal. We may need to steal your property. And he thinks he can just take it.
For evidentiary value.
Yeah.
And he can't pronounce words.
Their faces go like this.
I will often tell people.
Oh, so right there, he's admitting he would commit a crime. I'll steal your phone from you and pretend it's for evidentiary. Blah, 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 blah. You can't even pronounce it.
It's like, I'm not
Get
telling you
out of
not to
here.
record, because what drives me nuts, people record on the phone like murder scenes,
Bro,
or
they take
something like,
pictures.
and dude, it drives me crazy.
It's so tacky.
And I'll tell people, it's like, I'm not telling you not to record, but
Did you swear to protect that right or no? No? Or did you swear to protect tackiness?
I'll tell them I find it very disrespectful that you're recording this on their phone, on your phone.
We find it very disrespectful that you're sovereign above the law. You have sovereign and qualified immunity. Police unions, you guys get to do whatever you want. You kill people nonstop, over 2,000 a year, according to the Lancet. Over 2,000. It's more like 2,500. But they only claim like 1,100. But according to the Lancet, it's like over 2,500.
So it's
But
so tacky.
what are you using it for?
Like,
to get likes on the internet?
You wouldn't do that if that was your.
No.
That's irrelevant. They have the right to do it. You don't like it, cover the scene. Use things to protect the scene. It's up to you. That's what they don't understand.
Your significant other, family member, brother, sister, like, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would record my significant other, my mother, my father. Yes, I absolutely would. If they're anywhere near a cop or a situation where cops are involved, I absolutely would record them, because I want what's called an objective record of what happened, something police are incapable of. And if you want proof of that, do like a lottery. Pick up any police report of a serious arrest, watch the body cam video, and then watch the police report and see if they match up. How much you want to bet? 90% of the time they don't match up.
Get out of here. That irritates me so much.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of. I was thinking internet clout. So we have a couple videos lined up
Of what not to do.
of what. Yeah, please not what to, and what to do.
Yeah, and we have a really good example of like what to do, and we're gonna also give our little who's your what's it's about.
I think your best friend when
Your ignorant opinions, yes.
doing something like this is just confidence.
Oh yeah, confidence, and don't let them get under your skin, because that's exactly what they're trying to do. Just stand your ground.
If you didn't have so much skin, I can make fat jokes because I'm fat.
Be confident, be firm, and say, look, you're allowed. I like to tell people, okay, I agree, you're allowed to do that, but do it over there.
Yeah,
you know, it's like you can do that over there.
Know what your policy.
But are we not in America over here? Am I in a crime scene? Hello?
It says you can and cannot do. Know what the law says you can and cannot do.
Right.
And be confident in what you say, and the biggest thing here, mean what you say. If you say, I'm gonna take you to jail if you cross this line, take them to jail.
And this first officer does not
Throw them in a cage. These people can't just speak and record. All they need to do is pay our taxes, pay our salaries, pay for our cars, pay for our police stations. That's all they need to do. Anything other than that is none of their business. We went to the police academy. We got our badge and magic costume. So our opinion matters.
not mean what he says.
Let's hear it. You hear me?
I tell you what I told them. Interference is an obstruction. Don't put your hands on me. I promise you.
So the cop puts his hands on him. Why is that not assault?
You're going to pull your taser for what?
Now he's threatening him with a weapon. Because why? Because he's speaking. What is he doing?
For what? No, you don't scare me or intimidate.
You're interfering with our discussion with you.
I dare you to shoot me.
Okay. You are interfering with our discussion.
Interference is a physical thing. And
Not true.
am I being physical? Yeah.
Here.
See, that's someone needs to clarify this. Someone needs to make a video about interference being a physical thing. Now, I can see if you're screaming so loud and they have nowhere else to take the person where they can be more quiet, that'd be one thing. But the whole idea of interference is you physically get in between them and their victim, which almost never, I don't think I've ever seen it happen on an auditing video, ever. And I've watched thousands of them.
Do me pause that for a second. Rewind it just a little bit to where the caption comes up.
it's a physical thing. Am I being physical? Yeah, that's right.
A little bit more.
You're interfering.
Stop. So the caption on this video, so the sergeant here, corporal, whatever rank he is, pulled out his taser as a show of force
Because he can't use his words and he doesn't have any de-escalation technique.
to get this guy to back up off of him, right? And the
He wasn't up on him. I'm sure the cop walked up to him. Why don't you play the whole video?
caption says, I'm pretty sure you cannot pull out your taser and activate it like that. Leave a comment down below. He absolutely can do that.
It's
Now, so if the guy he did that to pulled out his own taser and arced it in the direction of the cop, what would happen? Oh, or are you sovereign from that?
So what he's doing is arcing the taser. It is used by some departments as a deterrence, as a what's the word I'm looking for?
Intimidation tactic. Thank you so much, Joseph Doe. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much.
De-escalation.
Yeah, you go.
A de-escalation tactic. Our department doesn't let us. I have my taser over there.
That's when I realized they were cops right there. 8 minutes into the video, and I was like, "Oh my god, these two are actual." I could not believe these were cops. I thought these were just like Canadian fat troll donut operator.
Don't, because you're gonna activate it.
No, I won't.
It will activate the cameras.
What cameras?
Your car cameras.
They're turned off. It's been longer than 2 hours.
Oh, they turn off. I thought they stayed on constantly.
No, they turn off.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, go get it. Zap, 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 zap,
Do
zap.
you want?
No.
Do you want to? I was gonna give an example.
I don't want to accidentally get shot.
But our tasers have an audio. It's an audible. It's not a zap. It's just
An
a
alert.
noise. It's an alert. Flashes the strobe light. It says, "Hey, don't do dumb stuff."
Yeah, and a lot of it's time to like, it's usually like back up off of me, or you're gonna catch the lightning rods.
Yeah, that's also a policy thing. That's not gonna be a legal thing.
I don't know if these imbeciles realize, but there was decades and decades and decades where police worked with 5-shot revolvers and no electrical torture devices. Now they're so common, and the companies that make them make so much money off the taxpayers that they're not going anywhere. And there have been lethal tasings. It's not completely non-lethal. It might be non-lethal if you're a 25-year-old in good condition, but if you have a heart condition, if you have a medical condition, if you have metal rod in your leg, they should not be carrying these things. And it's supposed to be a last resort. Why not pull out your spray? Why not pull out your baton? Why not pull out anything? Why not use your words and some de-escalation? Why not that? You pretend like you control everything, and then when you find someone that doesn't understand your perception of non-reality, now you resort immediately to force and torture. Cops should treat you like you would be treated in a high-end steakhouse. Hi, sir. How are you this evening? What can I get you? How can I help you? And the more the auditor or whoever it is acts like a douchebag, the more kind you're supposed to be. That's how it works in the private sector. Because if you're not kind to the mean customer goes and tells 25 people. The happy customer goes and tells 5 people. So what's going on now is you've created tons of unhappy customers, and now they've told millions of people. And the bad is starting to outweigh the good. So if you were a private sector business, the police would be out of business. I've owned a restaurant for 13 years. The more a customer got nasty, the more what can I do for you, sir? How can I make it right for you, sir? What is it that I can do for you, sir? How can I help you? In what way can I help you? Now, if cops were trained with that mentality, it'd be a different story. We might respect them again.
And it's going to be policy. The taser comes with the button. You saw him press the button with his offhand. So it's obviously there for a reason.
Yeah,
Idiot.
they want you to use that de-escalation technique.
Right.
Pulling a taser out and arcing it in a show of force, these two consider that a de-escalation technique. Wow.
I dare you to shoot me.
He means shoot me with the taser that's being directly pointed at him right now.
Thing. Am I being physical? Yeah, that's right.
And so I don't know if you're not gonna use it, I don't know what the pulling it out is. I don't understand it.
Because he has no verbal skills, he has no ability, and neither do you two. Obviously, you're saying that he either should have fired it or should have took him in custody.
Right here is what irritates me. He says, yeah, I'm being physical. So he's acknowledging that he's doing what he's not supposed to be doing. And then he's in the officer's
I didn't see that. Did you?
face saying, yeah, that's right. Back up. Put it up.
Again, you didn't show the video. Are you sure the officer didn't get in his face first? You didn't show the video.
And he's
so this is where the officer just gave up. And I feel like we do that sometimes.
He shouldn't have started anything to begin with. And he wouldn't have had to give up.
The officer here.
The most dangerous cops are the ones that are willing to cage you and take your life over a plastic card or a license plate. Those are the most dangerous people in this country, bar none.
Clearly gives up. He's like, whatever.
what's the I'm thinking of? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Honestly, that's how I look at it on some of them.
No,
but honestly, if I want to see this is happening, that juice is going to be absolutely worth that squeeze.
Worth it. Yeah, 100%.
Because I'm not.
Until you get your qualified immunity revoked, you're playing a dangerous game, buddy. Keep playing that stupid game. And the more you play that stupid game, the more auditors are going to happen. Period, point blank. What you two are talking about, what the actions you say you're going to take here, not only are against the law, they make the movement grow and grow and grow and grow. You're your own worst enemy.
I'm just, dude, I'm not going to let you sit here and talk to me crazy on the scene.
You can see that you're
I'm not going to sit here and let you use your First Amendment right against me. That's what he just said.
on this dude's face.
And then you can try to continue your investigation while this dude's interrupting you.
He also calls him sergeant. I believe he's a corporal. So this guy's really ignorant.
Doing anything.
All right. What do we need to do?
There you go.
I'm not, no, absolutely not wrong.
There you go. So all you had to do was back off, leave him alone, and that would have been the end of it. So right away, even the video you're showing shows that when the cops stop being violent and escalating the situation, everything's fine. You should show the whole video.
Wrong answer here.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. And get on. Like I said, we don't need you. Kick rocks.
Oh, this look, dude. This look says it all, bro.
He's upset.
Oh,
And
he's so mad.
Ain't no
He's
problem.
fuming.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Keep me out of the way. Tell me to shut up
Do
again.
you have some ID?
No.
Okay, where is your ID?
So you're interfering with the investigation.
Oh my god.
That
How did he interfere with what investigation? How? Where? Are you seriously going to show a short video like that with out of context, without what happened first, second, last, what the result was, and then make an opinion on it? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Another reason I want to cover this video is because if they were smart, they would take this down because it makes them look stupid, and I mean stupid. I'm gonna take a cigarette break in a minute, man.
that he most likely has nothing to do with.
Yeah, dude, I cannot.
That drives me up the wall.
Stand that. What was another
So their feelings are hurt. We got it.
the one that we was gonna
The good one?
Do we want to watch a good one or do we want to watch another one?
I
I think we should watch another couple bad ones of like, hey, don't do that.
just had it in my brain and I lost it. Bum, 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 bum. Try the you can try that one.
Okay, let's try this one.
It's so cute how they sit next to each other like that.
All right,
Let's see what this says. It's blind reaction. I haven't seen this yet.
To the mayor directly and trying to get.
Just like my partner said, it's not a joke. If you guys enter City Hall,
So they're doing another short video. Dude, are cops the ones that say we edit, we don't show everything that happened, blah, 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 blah? The first two videos these two imbeciles show are shorts. It's like it's Long Island Audit. He was somewhere here in Florida, I believe. And he's allowed to record in there, but it's one of those, there's a policy this and a policy that and a policy this. And of course, they're not going to bring it up. Listen, man, I'm sure you're tired of me pausing this every second. And I'm going to use that as an excuse to go smoke. So I'm going to let this play for a few minutes without me. I know you guys can't handle a few minutes without me, but please. All right. See what you could do. You'll get through it. There's a lot of you in here. You get through it together. Okay. I'm sure half of you are saying, shut up and go smoke and let us watch the video. I'm going.
you guys enter the library, at that point, you guys will be arrested for trespass. That's just,
Hey,
I don't want to do
all you have to do is Google. Santos knows who I am. Look, what he's doing, all this extra stuff.
He says extra stuff as he's got cameras shoved in their faces.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So I know what I was going. The video I was talking about. There's a video where a police officer is parked in a fire lane, right? And he's writing a report in a fire lane, and the guy comes up, knocks on the window, and is almost making the police officer move. And that's the whole point. So you shouldn't be parking here. And he's like, no, I can park here. This is a part of a police investigation. I'm writing a police report. And it got to the point where the guy's sergeant comes out, and the sergeant tells the police officer to freaking move.
Yeah, it's another. I feel like it's another one. Is it this one?
I think he was an Explorer.
Oh, an Explorer.
Yeah.
I think it's I think it's another one of those. Is the juice worth the squeeze kind of situation?
At that point, when you're aggravating me enough, I'm going to sit there and write my report with the window up. Because you would ask me politely to move.
Is it
That
this
one?
one?
Yeah.
This is 16 minutes.
Dude, it's infuriating, honestly.
Okay, he likes it. Has to show no parking fire lane. Okay.
And fire lanes are designated for emergency
response
vehicles.
vehicles.
Yes.
It's in Seattle.
Look at this.
I love my
Has,
state.
has nothing else better to do.
So
Then the bug
walks
police
up on an
officer.
officer while he's clearly typing a report, right? So this could be seen as we do this often. It could be a business check this officer's on. He could have went inside the business, spoke with whoever's in there, and is just simply sitting in front of the business, providing a police presence.
I think it's a deterrent for criminals.
We do this often. They tell us all the time to go park at businesses and just be visible. You know,
Yeah.
they tell us to do that all the time. So it would not surprise me if this officer is operating in that sense.
So what are we? How many minutes in here? I don't know. 18 minutes in. Have they said any law? Have they cited a law? Have they cited a court case? All they said is, we spout legal mumbo jumbo. Have you countered anything?
Magazine. Thank you.
The magazines, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know what the point of going
40 rounds.
No,
I'm not sure.
it's 45, depending. I think ours are a little bit over 50 now.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Hi, Rami. They were talking about you on the other show on Caroline's channel.
None of your business. That's what's in my pouch.
Okay.
Why are you
Oh, okay. Does that work for police? What's in your bag? None of your business. Does that work for you? Or are you a higher status than me?
showing him that, dude? Tell him to kick rocks, mind his business, dog.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate it, right? Like he's trying to show like
This is how a professional cop acts from what I see. This is like your server at a 5-star steakhouse. They're nice to you, accommodating, killing you with kindness. So even if this auditor was trying to elicit the reaction, this cop didn't take the bait. Hello? But you two said you would take the bait. You would put someone in a cage. You would risk litigation. You would risk your qualified immunity if someone just comes and voices their opinion. Houston versus Hill.
like, look, I'm not a jerk. Like, I don't know why.
Now we're past that point.
I'm with you, but at the same time, like,
I'm past that.
At the same time, like, I see what he's doing.
So the one on the right saying he's already past the point where he wants to be an unprofessional prick that he is, and that he's showing the world on his own channel.
I get it. He's like, dude, I don't want to feed into this. I'm just gonna try to be polite. I'm gonna answer whatever questions he asks.
You know how you don't feed into it?
Get
silence.
off. I would have drove off, to be honest with you. As soon as he would have walked up to my car with the camera, I would have just drove off. I wouldn't have even. I would have looked at him.
Oh, it was the guy parked in the fire lane to do a report. That's another thing cops do. They park wherever they feel like it. I think I've seen once or twice in thousands of videos where a cop parked properly, lawfully.
Rolled up my
Yoink,
window,
and then
put it on the
just
bus
leave,
yes. property.
If I got to take a dump and there's a Walmart nearby, you bet your sweet blue line ass I'm parking in that police-only Walmart parking space.
This would have been me. Okay, 100%. This is what I would do tomorrow if somebody did this. I'd be like this. I would.
That's better than what most cops do. You should tell your buddy because he's itching to throw someone in a cage.
No, because I'm gonna get. Jesus doesn't let things happen to me because I'm ignorant. He knows that I'll turn it into what it doesn't need to be, and he said,
"How are you gonna invoke the name of Jesus? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
We're gonna save everybody here, and
Dude,
I'm not gonna let that happen.
Back up a little bit, turn your sirens on full blast, and then just drive off.
Oh my god, an armed robbery.
So I should act unprofessional, drive off, and then giggle about it with my tubby friend.
We're not gonna tell the story. We are not gonna tell that story.
So this guy, I don't know what this guy's doing, but
He's touching his 4 out of his 5 pins. All right,
leave his pins alone, okay?
I don't like his uniform setup. If we're being perfectly honest.
Asking about his gear. Okay, we're gonna fast forward through some of this. Oh yeah.
Officer McRoy 8591. I know you business card as well. Okay.
Yes.
Wow, is that a professional cop or something? Notice how there's no escalation. There's no anything. If you two had 2 brain cells to rub between each other, you should take this example of this cop right here.
Oh my god. Realize what, brother?
Realize
That's what
that
I
you're
want
a
to know.
nerd?
You realize?
Then why don't you play the whole video or put some effort into your show? There's 2 of you and 1 of me, and find the video that you're talking about and quit playing shorts like you guys have the attention span of a goldfish.
That you can't intimidate me, brother? Shut up. Shut up.
Right, report. It does.
Has his lights on. His blue lights up here activated. Little cruise lights.
Magical lights, magical costume. Yeah.
I bet this guy taking that report didn't even notice that.
Emergency capacity.
Also, these cops showed up to protect their buddy. So instead of moving his car out of the fire lane, he could go write a report somewhere else, sucking up the taxpayers' money and air conditioning.
He's got his
Welfare's on taxable income.
So, okay. Listen to this crap.
Use your mouth, right?
See it right there.
I'm a taxpayer. I pay your salary.
No, you don't.
So I pay you.
Welfare's on taxable income.
Yes, he does pay taxes. Everybody pays taxes. You can't escape it. Sales tax, gas tax, right? Property tax, income tax, FICA tax, tax. 30% of your income goes to taxes. And they take a portion of that and they feed these two pigs right here. And then they have the nerve to say that he's on welfare when in fact their whole paycheck is welfare. Not only is it it's beyond welfare. It's taken from us under threat, duress, and coercion and given to them. And the taxes portion of their paycheck is also paid by us. So when they say they pay taxes, they're full of it. You pay your taxes with my tax money, dummy. That means you don't pay taxes. Wow. That means we pay taxes twice. Really not. My ego would have never let me do.
Get away from me. Back up.
I'm sure most policies in police departments is another thing they won't bring up. Tells you to verbalize your name in case someone doesn't know how to read, and you won't embarrass them by telling them, yeah, look at my embroidered magic costume.
Use your mouth.
I've even seen cops wear shirts with a different name on it that wasn't theirs. In one of the Long Island audit videos, a guy had someone else's shirt on and went by the name on the shirt instead of his real name.
Dude, back up out of my face, bro.
Back up. You're gonna hand.
Why back up? Now he's saying he would assault the guy because he feels like he's too close. First of all, you don't know how close he is. He could be zoomed in. You have no idea. You don't know what kind of camera he's using. He could be 4 feet away. He could be 3 feet away. You guys don't. The thing is, you guys came and did this instead of one guy driving away.
Into the chest. Back up. This is your first warning.
So he would have got violent. There you go. They just admit they would commit crimes. It's great.
Back away.
Yeah.
You know,
I promise you. Yeah.
It's
a hard like or.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get violent because I have the power of monopoly. I have a monopoly on violence.
If you didn't hear it, there was a smack. There was a smack there when I touched.
Or I'm gonna hit this right here, the shoulder muscle. I'm like, if you don't back up out of my scene, I promise you're going to jail. And it gets a little hard.
So every solution to these morons is violence and cages. Zero de-escalation training, zero tolerability for any free speech. These guys are making absolute fools of themselves here.
Listen, buddy, you're approaching me on my firearm side. Just understand what you're doing.
I'm telling you, like, what? There's an officer on the night watch platoon. If he ever saw me do,
you don't have a retention holster as a cop, you're an idiot. And the amount of time someone pulled a gun from a cop's holster, you can count on 1 or 2 hands. That's another red herring cops like to use. In this day and age, my firearm, he was going for this. He was going for that.
Do like the shoulder grab.
Hey,
it's about to happen.
Hey. Let go.
No.
He said no, get away.
I would have grabbed him and I would have. That's what I would have done.
Use your mouth, buddy.
Supposed to do. I don't care what my procedure says. I don't care about de-escalation. I don't care about anything. If you use your free speech towards me and it makes me butthurt, I'm going to throw you in a cage or get violent with you. This is exactly what these two cops are saying. If their commanding officer or chief or wherever they work see this and don't tell them to take it down immediately, it'll just prove that this is police culture nationwide.
EMA.
Here, this is the crazy thing. My badge number is going to be on this paperwork.
Car Confidential. This brand new channel. These two idiot cops, which I didn't even know they were cops. I thought they were high schoolers. I swear to God, or just out of high school or something. And they're actually cops. And they admit over and over in this video, if you watch it, I interrupt a lot. But they admit over and over again they would commit crimes against you for free speech, for getting too close to them, for shoving a camera in their face. Yet they have yet to provide an example of that.
As soon as he walked up, I don't like this guy.
The emergency's over with, correct?
Oh, they're using your stuff? Well, they are doing it. They are doing it as what do you call it? I don't think you can do anything about it, honestly.
He is now writing.
I'm sorry, my
Oh, this is you in this video, Ripple Effect Media. This is your video. I got you. Hinder the process. Please articulate. How about you two, Twinkie brothers? Please articulate.
He's not making any arrests. He was sitting in his car blocking the fire lane.
He is. He's still the one making the arrest.
He's still conducting the investigation.
So they made an arrest and they're still investigating? I thought you investigate, figure out what happens, and then decide to make an arrest. What he's doing is parking somewhere where other people aren't allowed to park. As a hypocrite, he could write a report in a place that isn't a fire lane. They can't get that through their head. They love their sovereignty. They love that they can park their cars wherever they feel like. They love that they can do things that no one can do anything about except use their First Amendment. And they clearly said if someone does come on my scene and use their First Amendment, that they would get a stiff elbow and they would get a little tickling and they would and they would throw them in a cage. And the most professional cop they've shown so far is the one they dislike the most. The most professional cop is the one that they disliked the most. These guys are straight out of Donut Operator Academy right here.
So, and then another thing is
ripple effect. If this is your video, do you know if their policy says they should verbalize it? And if their policy doesn't say it, it should say it, because if someone can't read and you force them to tell you, I'm sorry, I can't read, now you're embarrassing somebody. That's called professionalism. The reason he can't say his name is
so I'm a taxpayer.
Okay.
Me too. Cool. Big
Okay.
no, you're not taxpayers. If you guys are cops, your whole paycheck comes from us, including the taxes. So saying you're a taxpayer is erroneous falsehood. Police don't pay taxes. Their whole paycheck comes from us, including the taxes part. We pay their whole paycheck, the net pay, and we pay for their taxes. You don't pay taxes, moron. It's basic math.
Okay.
There you go. So you could have avoided, so what do we got here? 5 cops, 2 squad cars. Meanwhile, there's over 100,000 unsolved violent crimes in this country. Over 100,000. But if a cameraman shows up and uses his free speech, they have enough resources to bring 2 SUVs and 4 or 5 cops to the scene, including supervisors. Their priorities are get the cameraman, but don't save the children if there's an active shooter. That's their protocol.
But right now, I can't have you obstruct.
And don't tell me these 2 up here that are doing this video are some type of brave hero. Look at them. You think they would go inside a school and save your kid? You think they would save anybody but their own fat ass?
The right thing to do.
Hold on. I can't have you obstruct.
Go the recording the police screen. These guys are so ignorant of the law. It's disturbing.
Tell him.
Anyone's ability.
If you are bothering him while he's trying to conduct.
Bro.
Oh, now it's bothering. He went from interfering, now he's saying bothering. So this sergeant's now starting to cop-splain.
Nice.
So that we can finish our
How am I bothering? Get more in detail.
Because anytime someone floats around our car, we have to stop what we're doing, make sure do a threat assessment.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, so make your threat assessment from inside the car, and if you feel there's a threat or some reason you can't do your job there, the car has wheels and an engine. You start the engine, and then you take the car somewhere where there's less of a threat. You don't bring more of a threat and escalation and more show of force and more guns into the situation with 2, especially when you got cops like this, these 2 imbeciles right here. That's how you handle that. Leave that location if you feel threatened. You don't need to be in a fire lane to do a police report. The guy's on foot. You could outrun him with your car. The cop-splaining is disturbing.
Bumper. Hold on. It's unmarked front bumper and 2 spotlights.
And so they love armored up vehicles without any insignias on it because it's cool. I don't think cops should have unmarked vehicles.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because their feelings are hurt. Period, point blank. That's why there's 5 of them there. That's why they couldn't just drive away. The only professional one in this whole video is the one that these 2 imbeciles didn't like. The professional one.
He didn't sound confident. That's the issue.
no.
You don't need to know.
Talk about confidence, dude. Hit us with that next video.
Yeah. Okay. So with all that being said, this was handled.
I think poorly on every officer except for the tall one.
The two.
I'd love to see an auditor in Russia. I don't think it would go well, honestly, but we'll see.
The other one, he was like,
Use your eyes.
this is my name, this is my badge number.
I
like
ain't
that.
from Seattle.
I like that type of ignorant, unprofessional behavior because that's what we condone over here on Squad Car Confidential, even though it's not confidential at all. Imbeciles.
Bro.
He's from where we're from.
FAFO.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
this man right here.
This video's been circulating.
This is my sergeant right here.
Dude, this video is 100% my sergeant.
So I don't think it's their real sergeant. Oh, this is a donut operator video. This is my sergeant right here. This guy handled. I actually did a video about this. Where I covered donut operator's video. Donut operator was praising this guy too. This guy is an imbecile.
This video's been circulating on the interwebs for years, but it's the best description of the stupidity of auditors. Hit that play button, you hear me?
disclose that information.
Let me give you some.
So I think the little background is this lady was like trying to get information about the arrest and what was going on right here. And this, his shirt says State Gang Task Force Sergeant.
Yeah.
So we got a gang investigating gangs. They're a task force. And if you look at the history of police task forces, they're the most corrupt. The regular cops are corrupt, but these guys are extra, extra, extra corrupt. It's been proven time and time again.
And sorry if you're not watching along, you need to go to our YouTube channel and watch it because these videos are very follow along friendly.
To find this one, the one that we like, it's on Mike the Cop's channel. It's a little bit longer, but it's about 4 minutes. It says, "You're free to go. Am I being detained?"
I love it.
You are not legally allowed to walk up and interfere with our traffic stop.
Again, I remember this. These guys bring the race angle into it, which I don't agree to do, but they walked up and recorded. They didn't get into anything. They didn't interfere with anything. They didn't do anything except speak. Cops don't like when you speak. They can't stand when you speak. Even some audits you'll see, they'll be talking to DUI suspect. Everything will be chill. As soon as you tell their victim, hey, don't answer any questions, now they freak out. It's all about speech. Nothing hurts them more than speech and exposure.
You can stand back and record as much as you want to, but if you interfere with a traffic stop again.
She never did. Again, why are you showing this out of context? Please explain to us what she did to interfere other than speak and record from a distance. Please explain to us, because I know you won't, because you haven't articulated anything. You haven't brought up a single law, and you're praising the worst cops that you're showing instead of the most professional one that you've showed so far.
I'm going to arrest you for interfering. Do you understand that? Don't ever interfere with one of my guys is on a traffic stop. Okay? My name is Sergeant Dave Ernst. I'm with the State Police Gang Task Force. All right? This is your last warning. If you ever walk up on one of my officers during a traffic stop, I will.
Walk up on an officer. That is not a law. That's not anything. Hey, policemen, how come you're not exposing the fact that walking up on an officer literally means nothing? It's vague. It means nothing. In other words, I can't walk up to a police officer. You're saying it's against the law to walk up to a police officer? Or are you saying it's against the law to walk up to a police officer, record, and use your First Amendment right that you swore to protect? They didn't interfere with anything. He's a butthurt pig, and he's going to tell her she's free to go, and then she's going to say, "Am I detained?" And they think that is the best line ever produced by a cop. This cop is a pure imbecile.
Place you under arrest.
All right.
You good?
Yes.
All right. You're free to go.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to
Am I being detained? What?
You are free to go.
Why would you ask that?
Why would you say you're free to go if they were never detained, morons? They always use that like this is the best line ever. Saying you're free to go would insinuate that she wasn't free to go beforehand, dummy. So even saying that is stupid. But I expect nothing less from you two.
Stupid question.
So again, we pay for all this to happen. We pay for all this against our will. We pay you under threat. We pay for your clothes. We pay for your swimming pools. We pay for your mortgage. We actually pay your taxes. But it's none of our business what's going on with our money. Any cop that has that mentality is an imbecile of the highest order. Period. Point blank.
I think it is my business. How is your business? Because
we pay for you, moron.
Human being, and
you have no interest in that traffic stop whatsoever.
Then why am I paying for it? Then don't make me pay for it. Stop making us pay for it. If we have no interest in it, is our money going towards it? Are you that stupid, Sergeant Dummy?
It's none of your business.
There is a lot of racial profiling in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, shut up.
Tell her to go on somewhere.
Crap.
I know, because there's no racism in the police departments. There's none. Never happens.
No, I can stand talking anytime I want to. Excuse me?
We have a live video going right now.
Go ahead. Who's being racially profiled?
That individual.
For being in a gang?
For what?
Exactly. Just being ground.
For being.
See what race baiters do? And I'm not going to defend auditors just because they're auditors or whatever they're doing. If you don't have solid evidence of racial profiling or racism, you're acting just like the cop. You're just talking. So don't bring it up unless you absolutely positively know there's racism going on. Because just saying it is you're doing exactly what cops do. They just say stuff. You're being flippant. You're being dumb. Do you know for a fact that this guy's being racially profiled? Or are you just saying that?
Dean Brown.
Yes.
Wow, you are about as ignorant as I've ever met.
Talk about the pot calling the kettle black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my goodness.
You're the one who's making these things happen.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You guys. Go do something else.
This is the state police.
You go do something else. Stop using our money. Stop stealing our money. And we won't do nothing to do with you. Stop stealing our money.
This is the state police.
Yeah.
Put that on
Any-
the website.
Yeah, and put that on the website.
You see, they're not used to being talked to that way, which is what we need.
Phased.
So what they need is an unprofessional, uneducated, vague, cop-splaining pig. That's their hero. They don't need that professional cop. If every cop was like the professional cop in this video, auditors would cease to exist. Nobody's going to watch a cop being professional and nice all day. Dummy. You bring it on yourselves. You are your own worst enemy. The only reason this didn't happen decades ago, because there wasn't a camera in everybody's pocket, and there wasn't the internet, and there wasn't body cams. The thing is, you guys never graduated out of the tyranny thing, and you just do all this stuff on camera.
Do not care.
That's them people right there, completely unmarked. That's them people right there.
They probably got some feds in there, to be honest.
They're probably halfway feds.
So like, let's get out of here, bro. And the funny thing is, the people recording that video probably think they did something.
Oh yeah, they thought they were stopping.
Oh, look what I
stopping an injustice.
They did. They exposed an ignorant sergeant. They did. They exposed a super ignorant sergeant that threatened them when they didn't break any laws and they were exercising the rights he swore to protect. They did accomplish something. They exposed yet another dirty cop and another dirty task force. That's what they did. Sorry, you don't see it, but that's what's going on. There's a reason we get millions and millions and millions of views. It's not because you're on the right side of history, buddy.
Look what I saw. I got him to move from a fire lane. Like, bro, go buy your Twinkies. All right, go.
You're telling someone to go buy Twinkies, dude? You wear a D cup.
Go get whatever you need to get. Go get the milk. Whatever you're doing, get out of
here, dude. I look like Schwarzenegger compared to this guy.
Here, bro. Why are you walking up to my car?
I don't understand. Like, people literally get up, get out of bed with the sole purpose of being
a jerk,
a butthead.
That's what cops do, man. What do you expect? They're trained to be jerks.
I don't get it. I'm going to go record the police and make...
Dude, you guys just made a 30-minute video about how you're going to treat people you swore to protect like complete unprofessional jerks. And then you're trying to project that onto us? If you don't engage us or you act professional like the cop did, the one cop, auditors would be gone. But you can't control your egos. You can't control your little girly emotions. You're like 12-year-old girls that didn't get their way. That's what this been going on for 30 minutes here. And the one professional cop in the whole video, you put him down and you made fun of the way he set up his uniform. My God.
Difference. Shut up. Go somewhere, bro.
No, you're not. Like,
and they're all pansies, dude.
I do want to.
Bro, we're all pansies. Get in the ring. Dude, I would fight either one of these guys. And I swear to God, if I worked out for 4 or 5 months, I would fight them both at the same time. Let's see who the pansy is, bro. Are you serious right now? Look at you. We're pansies. Take off your costume and get in the ring, dude. And we'll see who pansies are. You can, I'll fight you at Audapalooza. Main event. Let's go. Let's see who the pansy is.
I do want to say that I don't think that we should, like, I'm not saying that we need to be mean. We need to be rude to these people.
That's exactly what you've been saying for 30 minutes, you imbecile.
I am saying that we need to be firm and we need to stop, like, just know what you're talking about. Be confident in what you're doing as a police officer and just tell them, no, you don't dictate how I do things. I do. I am.
No, the law dictates how you do things, not you or me. And if one of us knows the law and the other one doesn't, guess who's doing things wrong?
I'm conducting an investigation. Get away from my car. That is your first warning.
Confidence is key.
You walk up, first of all.
It's not your car. You didn't pay for it. It's our car. And unless we're actually interfering with you, you shut up and do your job. You're the servant, moron, not us.
You recorded police information. This cannot be released to the public. I am now going to take your phone. Or you can feel free to leave, or you can go over there and stand. But I'm doing an investigation.
Or you could do your job, follow the law, and don't worry about what I'm doing. That's what you can do. And if you have a threat assessment and your little vagina's hurting, take your car. It has an engine and wheels, and you take it and you drive it away, and you go somewhere where you feel safe. Go to your safe space. You go to your safe space.
Investigation. Get away from my vehicle. Get away from me. Otherwise, there's going to be a problem.
Here's what I'm doing. If this is me, right, on the first video with the fire lane guy, if this is me, I'm gonna tell him to back up off my car. If he refuses, I'm gonna put him under arrest for obstructing my investigation. I'm gonna take his phone.
So now he's admitting he committed a crime against somebody. Back up off my car. What? What does that mean? What law is that? How come they never cite one law this whole time?
And put it on the books as evidence, and he won't see that phone for.
So I'm gonna assault him, and then I'm gonna take his phone, and I'm gonna lock him in a cage. This is the amount of professionalism. And then they go on the internet and admit to it all. Boy, oh boy! If I was these guys' boss, I'd say, "Listen, sit down, guys. Come in here, sit down." What in the world were you thinking making that stupid video? Do you realize what you guys said on video? The lawyer called me and said, "You guys are imbeciles and you need to shut up." My God. And I guarantee you they probably won't take this down. If they were smart, they would take this down, but it's too late now. It's here for everyone to see.
2 years after the case is adjudicated.
Yeah.
And he can suck eggs.
Yeah. Or whatever.
You can suck eggs. You can suck my eggs, bro. Get in the ring, bro.
He's going to jail.
I'm pushing 50. You're like in your 20s. Get in the ring and we'll see who the pansy is.
You're gonna have to try to petition to get your phone back.
Well, I'm doing a search warrant on the phone. Absolutely. Doing a search.
I'm doing a search warrant. So if someone's on your car, whatever that means, and they don't back away, you're going to use force, you're going to steal their property, and then you're going to try to get a search warrant. You're dumb. At what point do you guys solve any crime? At what point have you heard them cite any laws? Have you heard them say, this is what the police have accomplished? These are the crimes that we've solved. No. It's all about get violent with the auditor, don't act professional, put as many of them in his cage as you want. We can do whatever we want. They're going to understand we control everything, and we're the sovereigns, and they're the peasants.
I'm
doing a search warrant on the phone to get all my.
I asked them to debate me on their thing in their comment section. And if you guys want to go comment on their comment section, this is Squad Car Confidential, 37 subscribers. Yeah, get in the cage. Neither one of you would get in the cage with me. And I mean without your gun and stuff. You understand that, right?
Sure.
Dude, why would you?
To ensure that he did not record any sensitive police information.
There's another one where they parked in the fire lane.
Oh, that's another thing. The police laptop. These imbeciles don't understand that it's the cop's job to keep that information private, either by putting the screen down or going to an area where it can't be seen by the general public. These guys think they can use violence against you to keep you from capturing things in public. They have never read a law in their life. Let's be honest. They probably know all the things jaywalking, disorderly resisting, interference. Other than that, it's like, we don't need anything else. Just with those, we could cage so many people. You understand? And they think what? You think you lock them up for the night and you take their phone away for 2 years? Now you think what? That person is now going to stop doing what they're doing. Now you've created, you've connected people together. You've created a community of a good faith. Or do you think that person is extra mad now and is going to exponentially do his thing that he does against you? You guys are your own worst enemy. Bad cops get good cops hurt. You two are obviously ignorant, barely out of high school, bad cops, to put it lightly.
Yeah, no, you're getting the works on the phone, dude.
Dude, I don't understand why. Like, I think that yes, you need to make sure that sometimes we need to be held accountable.
Yes,
there are
sometimes after 33 minutes, they finally admit that sometimes they need to be held accountable.
There are situations where we need to be held accountable.
That's the point of body cameras, though.
But also,
body cameras that we manipulate. We mute whenever we feel like it. We start it whenever we feel like it. We forget it in our car whenever we feel like it. It falls off during something serious. You should have a cameraman with you to get all the action, to make an objective record. If you're not worried about it, it should be published. Period. Open record, open source.
We don't need to be forcefully put in situations while we're trying to be handling something else to see if we're in compliance, because
nobody's forcing you to do anything. You make your own decisions, and you've clearly stated acting professional is dumb. The one cop who was professional was the worst one here. And every cop who was escalating, wouldn't give their name, acting unprofessional is who you praised. You are bad cops, and you don't even know it. Maybe that's what they don't even realize that they're bad cops. Maybe that's what it is.
You are going up to good police officers who are just doing their job.
Well, they're good police officers based on what? And doing their job is the Nuremberg defense. Are they enforcing victimless crimes, unconstitutional laws? Oh, wait, you have no idea. You think because the academy told you you can do X, Y, and Z, you can do it. You never taken the time to look into it and to see if those actions are moral, lawful, constitutional.
Interjecting yourself into this and causing a problem when there was not one beforehand.
There wasn't one when they showed up and exercised their rights you swore to protect either. You have the problem. You swore an oath to protect those rights. And everything you said is, if they use those rights near me, I'm going to throw them in a cage.
Mm-hmm. If you see somebody being mistreated, by all means, film it, whatever, right? You're welcome to film anything. I don't care.
So we can film traffic stops now. Now you're saying you don't care. Earlier, you're saying you had the right to move them in a special media's location.
But like, as soon as you start interjecting, putting yourself into a situation,
as soon as you start using your right to free speech,
and forcing and
forcing is, you're using that word wrong.
Interaction between an officer.
He's not forcing anything. You don't have to interact. You put your ego in check, shove a Twinkie in your mouth, and shut the hell up and do your job. And if it's too loud and he bothers you, go somewhere where it isn't.
And then demanding a bunch of things and acting like you know this and you know.
Demanding what? Their name? That's too much to ask for a person whose salary we pay, whose taxes we pay, whose mortgage we pay, whose car payments we pay. When you sit down and have dinner with your family, we paid for that involuntarily, by the way.
Know that, then that's where the issue lies.
So the issue lies when people exercise their rights, their God-given rights that you swore to protect. That's when it goes too far. Got it.
I think personally.
No, I fully agree.
And he fully agrees that if you use your constitutional rights that he swore to protect, they have the right to get physical with you, escalate, and throw you in a cage and steal your phone and steal your property. Now, a phone is so important because there's so much information in there. That's like saying, I want a search warrant for the video on your phone, and then you get to take all the information on the phone with you instead of that specific part.
A lot of times people interject themselves so they feel entitled or important to what.
Cops saying they feel entitled or important. No one feels more entitled or important than cops. Again, everything they say is projecting. It's exactly what they're doing.
Whatever the situation is.
Right.
And that's something I don't understand. Go back to day, bro. Go make your groceries. Do whatever, dude.
Just do your job. Don't worry if I'm talking or recording. Just do your job. Shut up and do your job. You stole my money to do what you're doing. I'm going to watch you do it. I'm going to redress my grievances. I'm going to record. Shut up. If you don't like it, get out of the public sector. Stop stealing the taxpayers' money. You're basically thieves. And then all the money we pay you under threat, because we don't pay you voluntarily. Nobody would pay for the police service in this country voluntarily. We don't pay. And all that money's not enough. You have to go around and steal $20 billion more through traffic code and BS charges. And my God, they don't realize how corrupt, how disgusting, how unconstitutional their line of profession is. Their profession is. Not only that, the fact that you're the only profession on earth that can't be trusted, that you all have to wear cameras at this point. What are you thinking, dude? What reality do you live in? You cannot be that, myopic. You can't.
But just leave the police officers alone, because 9 times out of 10, it's a good police officer trying to do good work.
Stealing somebody's money on the side of the road is not good work. I'm sorry. Traffic stops are not good work. They're unconstitutional extortion. Roadside racketeering. That's what that is. The DMV is an unconstitutional bureaucracy, and that's your waitresses for the DMV. 9 times out of 10, they're not doing something good. If they're impeding an American's freedom for no reason at all, for no victim, no endangerment, no trespasser, no damages, then they're not doing a good job. Sorry. You don't understand your own oath. I'm sorry.
Right. And
those kind of people feel like they're going to see a bad cop every 15 feet. When the reality is bad police officers within the department as a whole throughout the country is probably bad cops make up what, less than maybe 2%?
2%. So these guys don't understand what a bad cop is. Any cop that enforces unconstitutional, victimless crimes and blanket stupid stuff like window tint, traffic code that doesn't endanger anybody. That's almost every single cop. And just because you're ignorant that you're violating your oath doesn't make you a good cop. I say there's 10% good cops and 90% bad. And the 90% make the other 10% look bad. I'm going to interview a cop here soon who's really a unicorn. He still has the cop mentality a little bit, but his father had a framed Bill of Rights in his hallway growing up. You guys even think these guys ever seen the Bill of Rights in their life?
Entire population?
Yeah, dude. I don't know the exact percentage, but like
it's low.
Somebody, an officer sitting in a parking lot writing a police report. You don't need to walk up to them, dude. Like,
he wasn't in a parking lot. He was in a fire lane. Again, way to distort the situation.
We work details for Walmart and stuff like that, and we sit in the fire lane. Like, we
as a
park our
deterrent.
cars, right? We park our vehicles in the fire lane. If it needs to be moved, we'll move it. Whoa.
How about you don't park in the fire lane just like everybody else? How about that? Why is that not an option? Oh, that's right, because you're sovereign from the rest of us.
But yeah, so
this is a new channel called Squad Car Confidential. You should watch this whole thing, man. These guys are the biggest imbeciles I've seen in a long time.
That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, man. That's I'm studying.
Thank God.
Yeah. So
I'm exhausted.
So come back next week. We're gonna cover sovereign citizens.
All right. Next week they're gonna cover judges, prosecutors, and cops. Thank you, guys. Finally someone's gonna talk about the sovereigns in this country, judges, prosecutors, and police. I'm so glad. I wrote that in their comments too. I'm so glad you guys are covering judges, prosecutors, and police next week. I can't wait. So again, this is a Squad Car Confidential. I don't think they understand what confidential means. It doesn't mean publish it to the world. You should have kept this confidential, honestly. So there you go. That's a long video, hour and a half. Geez, man, how time flies when you're listening to ignorant mental midgets. Anyway, I couldn't. So yeah, I watched that and I could not believe that these two were actual cops. I seriously thought they were like maybe in their first year of college, or they were just two douchebags that didn't know anything about law. But when they said they were cops and they started saying they would get violent, and that the only cop they didn't like in all the videos they showed was the one who acted professional, the one who de-escalated, the one who wasn't argumentative, the one who gave his name. That's called professionalism. God, these guys are so dumb. If they were smart, they would take this video down. So that's it. And one of them said we're all pansies. I'm 50 years old. You're in your 20s. You want to throw down, bro? Get in the cage at Odysee. Let's go. First of all, and I asked you to debate me. If you guys really believe what you're saying, and you actually believe what you're saying, debate me on my channel. And if you really believe we're all pansies, Odysee, October 19th, we'll set up a little area, and let's see what you can do. Let's see how big of a pansy I am. Okay? Remember, no police. You can't go, I'm getting my ass kicked, bro. I need 17 more cops. No, that's not going to work like that, bro. Either you're going to kick my ass or I'm going to kick your ass. We're going to see who the pansy is. Unbelievable, these two. I cannot believe these two are cops. Man, I haven't eaten in minutes. I haven't eaten in an hour and a half. Oh, my God. That's unacceptable. So Odysee, by the way, tickets are almost gone. Don't lose your seat. Auditapalooza, Saturday, October 19th, Pensacola, Florida. All you can eat, all you can drink, all you can smoke. Bring your own buds. Live music, meet and greet, award ceremony, cooking competition, celebrity judges, Long Island audit, lackluster, auditing Erie County, all the Florida auditors, J-Town Press, Cammed Up Caveman. I can't remember them all. If you want to go, JohnFilax@gmail.com, your full name and phone number. I will personally call you. All right, everybody. That's enough. Does anyone know where these cops are from? Anyone? Bueller? Yeah, exactly. Leave your gun and badge at home, and we'll see who the pansy is. That's good advice, dude. Thank you, man. What happened to my finger? Why? What's wrong with it? By the way, I got fingerprinted today for a job, and this thing was not cooperating. Let me tell you. That's another racket, the fingerprinting. For my job, I get fingerprinted, and there's another section of my job where I need to get fingerprinted. And I go, can I just use these fingerprints or no? You got to pay another $65 with another fingerprint company, and then you got to drive a half hour to get there. But I digress. Everybody, I can't thank you enough for being here. Please share this. Show the world these two imbeciles and the mindset of police. I can't stop saying they hated the most professional cop in the video, and they loved the most unprofessional cop in the video. And they kept saying they would violate their oath to the Constitution if their feelings were hurt over but somebody's speech. Everybody have a good day. I'm going to eat and smoke and pee. That's what I'm doing because I'm a human being.